This podcast is sponsored by eBay Canada. eBay Canada has been supporting Canadian small business retailers for 25 years. With their up and running program, you can access eBay's 180 plus million buyers in 190 countries around the world. With up and running, there are no listing fees on up to 200 listings per month, and you only pay fees when you sell. As part of the eBay community, you get real-time advice and inspiration and access to powerful selling tools and insights. Go to ebay.ca/up and running, stay local, and sell global.
Welcome to Canada's podcast, the number one podcast for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs.
I'm your host, Mario Tonaguzzi, and joining me today on Calgary's podcast is Ehsan Rasul, who is president and founder of Knowledge and Achievement, Inc. Thanks for joining us today, Ehsan.
Thanks for having me, Mario. It's a pleasure.
Well, let me just start by asking you just what Knowledge and Achievement Inc. is all about and what you do.
Well, I started this company in 2016. The reason was mainly because I saw a lot of new graduates, new brokers coming into the market without any proper training. You can just get your license exam, and then you can just start working as a broker.
You're talking about insurance brokers, right?
That's right. That's right. The general insurance brokers. So I've trained and mentored myself a few brokers in the past, prior to 2016. And then I find out that I need to start a company that actually takes care of the mentoring, coaching, and training part of for the brokers, and it's mainly for the new brokers who are coming into the industry, and I help them get trained. So that's how I started this company initially. And then over the years, I trained a few brokers, novice brokers, some experienced ones with client services, sales, personal development, leadership, and in those areas. And also we train brokers with personal lines insurance, the technical side of it. We also train on that part as well.
Now, maybe, Ehsan, if you could give me a little bit of your background in the industry, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I've been in the industry for the last 15 years, and as a general insurance broker. But in the last couple of years, I also train, mentor, and coach new brokers. As I said earlier, I also wrote a book recently for the brokers, explaining about the industry and how it works, the inner workings of being a general insurance broker. Where basically my experience is in the general insurance industry, in the personal and some on the commercial side as well.
Okay. What's your sense of how the industry is coping these days with a lot of challenges and obviously out there in the market? How is the industry coping and dealing with that right now?
Well, these are the tough times now. It's not easy, especially in the last few years in Alberta, due to the seasonal changes, weather-related changes like hail, wildfires, flooding. You know, we are all Calgarians, and we experience all that every couple of years. So all these things is taking toll on the insurance industry in Alberta, and that insurance companies are not being profitable, because I give you an example. Like every insurance company, if they're earning $1 in revenue, they are paying out $1.25 in claims. That's how the situation is in Alberta for the last few years.
Yeah, it's been tough.
And it's tough. It's tough, and they keep increasing the rates, and rates are going up. And for clients, it's hard to afford insurance anymore. They're struggling with it, and the whole industry is in quite of a challenging times. And what I suggest in the past in my blogs, that government should step in and take some necessary measures on the legislation side, and also on on the side of insurance industry, like need to take some drastic measures to control this phenomena right now. It's
So
happening.
you said you had written a book that it's called Book Solid Club, right?
The book Solid Club, yes. Yes.
Tell me just a little bit about the book. Why did you write it, and what it's about?
Well, the book was in the making for the last few years, ever since I started my company, and I was the main reason for writing that book was that I saw a lot of brokers coming in the market, like without any, even though freshly graduate from the university or college, they don't know about the day-to-day workings of the insurance industry, how to become a broker, how to become an agent, insurance agent, and they can provide great service to their clients. So I thought I should start writing a book about it, and then explain whatever things are, methodologies and the inner workings of the insurance industry in that book, and what it takes for a broker to become an excellent broker in this field and be successful. So that was yeah.
So that is funny because that's a question I had next for you was, you can, like, I guess like at almost any occupation and any profession, you can learn and know all the mechanics about the ins and outs of your industry. But there's sort of the intangible things out there that make or break people in terms of their success. What are the key things for a person who undertakes or embarks on a career in insurance? What kind of qualities should they have to be successful?
Well, first of all, they should have a passion, a drive to become a great broker. Like they need to have a mindset to be successful in this industry. Well, most of the people that join the industry because they get laid off from a different job, it's a career change, or they've come out fresh from the college and they say, okay, well, I can become an insurance broker. That's not the case. If they want to be successful in this industry, because this is a tough industry to survive, especially in current times. So you have to have that kind of resilience in you, a passion, a drive, and you have to be really motivated to be successful as a broker. And these are the core values that you have to have in any profession. Like you are in journalism, and there are many people in different industries. You have to be passionate about it. Mm-hmm. Secondly, you need to have a proper training on it. Like you should be trained properly. You should be interested in learning the industry knowledge, the product knowledge, and the business acumen. You need to understand that how to manage, how to survive in this industry for a long period of time. Yeah. So you have to learn. There's a lot of learning involved in this process. And then thirdly, you should have a great people skills. You understand people, you talk to people, you know what they want, and to retain those people as your clients, as your loyal clients for a longer period of time. Because right now, the biggest challenge that brokers face is the retention. The clients don't stick with them for a longer period of time. They find cheaper insurance somewhere else. They just switch companies and they go somewhere else, right? So the loyalty is not there. So you have to learn how to retain those clients, offer them excellent service, and keep them with you for an extended period of time.
This podcast is sponsored by eBay Canada. eBay Canada is powering Canadian small businesses. Go to ebay.ca/up and running to open your new global e-commerce business.
So you're based in Calgary, Ehsan. It's been tough here in this city for a number of years, obviously. Since late 2014 when oil prices collapsed. The economy has been for this past 6 years really struggling. And then, of course, you got the current COVID on top of that. Just how has it been for you as a business owner yourself and an entrepreneur? How has it been for you to dealing in these tough and challenging times?
Well, it's been very tough, like everyone else. People working from home, clients are not able to come to your office. You are servicing over the phone. Secondly, on top of the COVID-19, the challenge is the industry itself. The underwriting guidelines from the insurance companies are getting tougher and tougher because they cannot afford to pay out large sums in claims. So the underwriting guidelines getting tougher, and the prices are going higher, and and also the servicing side has been impacted drastically in the last year or so, because that connection you have with your client is no longer there. It's on the phone or the internet with the technology. Technology does matter, but your personal connection and your empathy and your face-to-face interaction means a lot in many cases, and that helps you to keep that relationship with your clients. Yeah.
Now, obviously, your industry is a very people-related industry, right? It's a contact and connection with people all the time. I'm just curious of how difficult it is, to conduct business under a lot of the guidelines we have now, obviously with COVID and stuff like that, especially for such a people-centered industry.
As I said, it's all online now.
Yeah.
So with the phone and internet and technology, with AI, job bots, all are there to help us. It's just a shift in your approach towards your clients. It's a mindset change. Brokers who are used to dealing with clients face to face in person, now they have to rely on technology. And working from home. So that's been challenging for some brokerages who are traditionally owned and operated by family-owned businesses that didn't have access to a lot of technology. They're relying on the phone or some other systems like over internet. But it's been a challenging times, and there's a lot of adjustment to make. And I think in the coming year, we'll see a continuous trend to change over from in-person contact to technology-based contact service based on AI and job bots and all that kind of fun stuff.
On a personal level, what do you enjoy and like about being an entrepreneur yourself?
Well, I enjoy dealing with people. I love dealing with people, helping them out. The brokers, especially the small and mid-sized brokers, who don't have enough resources or means to get their staff trained, especially the front-end staff, the client services and sales people. So I enjoy helping them out, and as much as I could, and then I can help the new brokers who are coming new to the industry. That's my passion, to train them and help them out to be successful.
Why is that such a passion for you?
Because I went through a lot myself. When I started in the industry, I have a biological sciences background, and I was in pharmaceutical sales. Yes. Yeah, I was in sales, and then I moved to Canada in 98, 99. And then passing through a whole bunch of careers with my own struggles, right, as a new immigrant. But then I joined insurance, and in the insurance industry, there was not much help around. You get your license, and then you join a company, and they tell you a little bit about the technology and the systems, and there you go. I mean, but luckily I got a great mentor, which I mentioned in my book, and I also dedicated my book to him. He trained me a lot, really, really good about the inside out of the industry and how it works and what you have to be careful about. So that's the main motive behind my passion, that I want to pass it on to the next generation and help them uh, as much as I can. And the knowledge I have, I can pass it on to them. So that's my main passion.
Okay. What do you think people get into, from the people that you've been dealing with and training, and why do they get into it, this industry? Like, what are their motivations?
Well, there different motivation. There are different factors. Like, for example, some people get laid off from the oil patch, right,
Yeah.
in the least recent years, and they decided to become an insurance broker. And some of them were fresh graduates from college, and they just want to start their new career. So they are quite motivated as well. Some of them, they just want to make a couple of $1 million in a few years, and then is really excited about it. So there are different levels of motivation and what inspire each person in this industry, right? So everybody has their own reasons.
Okay, super then. Anything else you'd like to add, Ehsan, before you leave us today?
Well, I'd like to say that my company is here to help you. If you are an insurance broker, if you're a new student, if you just graduate from university or college, I'm here to help. We have a great, fantastic program for new brokers. It's called the Broker Mastery Program. We can teach you client services, sales, and all the A to Z, like how to become a great and successful broker. And if you're already own a brokerage and you have some employees, we can come over and train them with the client services and sales side of it. I'll be happy to help you out. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining us today, Ehsan.
Thank you so much, Mario. Thanks for having me.
Okay, this has been Ehsan Rasul, who is president and founder of Knowledge and Achievement, Inc. This has been Canada's podcast network, Calgary's podcast network. I'm your host, Mario Tanaguzzi, and thanks for joining us today. And you can follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
This podcast is sponsored by eBay Canada. eBay Canada is here to help. They've been supporting Canadian small business retailers for 25 years, and their up-and-running program is getting Canadian businesses online today. Visit ebay.ca/up-and-running. Stay local and sell global with eBay.